Hi, I'm Ross Callaghan and I'm about to start on another model ship project. Now this one's quite different to any of the projects that I've had before because I'm going to be repairing a damaged ship. This is the Billings boat kit of the Cutty Sark, a famous T-clipper, and it was built by George Spearing from New Zealand a long time ago. The kit first came out in the 1970s, and George made a beautiful job of this ship. It's just beautifully built. But sadly, a cupboard fell over onto it and pretty much ruined all of the top of the ship, and then it's been left more or less in ruins ever since. And so I said, okay, well, I'll have a go, and I'm going to try and bring it back to its former glory. The approach that I've decided to take is to strip off all the running rigging and try and leave as much of the fixed rigging as I can, so that clears the top of the ship, and then I will go back to the hull and repair everything there and see if I can get that looking really beautiful, and then I'll come back to the running rigging and see if I can work out where everything goes. Fortunately, Billings boats do give you a brief set of instructions online and a rough plan also, so that will help. I've got no other helps to do this task. So as with all my other videos, I'll keep you informed along the way, and I hope that you find this a very interesting project to watch in the video. It's going to be pretty difficult, I reckon, but I'm sure it'll be very enjoyable. The bottom section of each of the masts is still intact, and so I've decided to try and retain the fixed rigging for this section, but cut off all of the running rigging. Now I've decided to cut it off about this long at the bottom so I can try and get rid of all this stuff, and that'll leave me something to tie to later on when I come and try and reconnect these various lines. I decided it's not going to be worth it trying to trace each line. I'll have to use my understanding of how the ship works to do that later on. So here we go. I'm always leaving myself something to attach to later on. It's a real mess. Nearly there now. Feels awful having to do this, but really I don't think there's any other way. And what fun I'm going to have trying to reconnect everything up afterwards. So there you are. That's all the stuff that's come off. I'm going to put that in a plastic bag and keep it clearly labelled as being for the main mast. The decking is pretty dirty, so I just give it a clean with water and trying to get rid of all the assorted dust and dirt that's gathered there over the years. And I must say, it's coming up, looks quite nice. Certainly has been beautifully put together in the first place. And then finally I put a coat of linseed oil onto the timber to nourish it, and it brings back its beautiful colour and gives it a nice lustre. Looks so much better after the linseed oil. And over here you can see this is what it looks like when it's all finished. Then I had to repair all of the railings. They were initially made out of brass stanchions and metal around here, but I used instead just threads like this, and then strengthened them with super glue, and makes quite a good job. That there is metal, and that there is just a thread, but it's got a lot of strength because of the super glue that's gone on afterwards. The hull of the Cutty Sark's in pretty good condition. There are a few blemishes, so I put a couple of coats of paint on from a test pot, and then filled the blemishes with filler, sanded it to get everything perfectly smooth. Then a few more coats of paint, and now the hull of the Cutty Sark certainly looks a whole lot more fresh and clean and looks really good. Well, the hull of the Cutty Sark has now pretty much been restored. Got the deck nice and clean, fixed all the rails and repainted the hull. So now the big job starts, repairing the masts, doing the fixed rigging for those masts, and then attempting the running rigging. A few of the parts were missing, so I had to make replacements, and that included a rudder. Well, now I've made a bit of progress on the rigging. Started at the front of the ship and repaired first of all the bowsprit here, and then moved over to the foremast. Had to make a new section in here because it was broken, and then attached all of that, then moved on to the fixed rigging. Now I pretty soon discovered that the existing lines, after how many odd years, had got very, very fragile and started to break, so I've decided to completely redo all of the lines. I had to buy some crochet thread and then paint it by passing it through my fingers to get these new lines, and then attach them. One of the real difficulties I faced is joining a line like this to the leftover stub and still being able to maintain some tension. So I've worked out a way. I make a little knot in the new line, stick it over the stub like that, and then tighten this one onto this little stub, and then that gives me a way of pulling this one down to get tension like that. And then the final step is to put a little bit of super glue on like that, and that holds the knots in place. So now the lines hold the mast in place. These ones pulling this direction, these this direction, these down, these up, and it forms a stable system. Now, in a previous kit, for some reason, there was a set of sails, and it happens to be the set of sails for this particular kit. When George made the original model 50 years ago, he didn't put any sails on it, and I just happen to have a set of sails. How about that? So what I've decided to do is to refinish the model, but this time including the sails. Well, the fixed or standing rigging is now all completed on the Cutty Sark, and I've been able to get all of the lines tensioned so that there's no drooping or wilting of them. To maintain that tension, I've attached the lines at the bottom, and then at the top I've left it so that it hasn't yet been glued in place. And that gives me a chance later on, if the lines do get slightly saggy, that I can still tighten them. So the last stage in the whole process will be to glue in the other end of the line so that you all have the right degree of tension. So the next phase in the process is to start creating the sails. Starting with a mess like this, I sorted out all of the spars. Quite a bit of repair work was necessary. And then I used the pattern from the sails that I had got previously to cut out the sails. And then my wife sewed lines down each of the sails, and I decided to glue the seams, the edges, rather than having them stitched in. Makes a nice look to it, but it's a lot easier to do. Then attach the sails to the spars with some nice intricate sewing, and at that stage basically the whole 25 sails were ready to be attached to the model, and of course that means getting involved with the running rigging. I've now finished making all of the sails, and they're on their spars. So we've got 3 jibs at the front, 5 on the foremast, 3 staysails, and we've got 6 sails on the main mast, 2 more staysails, and then 5 at the rear, and a mizzen. Well, you can see I've now made quite a bit of progress in getting all of the staysails attached, but unfortunately I had a bit of a problem at the front here, bumped it and broke the bowsprit. So that means all this section at the front is going to have to be redone. Oh, the joys of making model ships, eh? Still, overall good progress. Well, it was a much bigger job than expected to replace the bowsprit and redo all the rigging here at the front. I've made it a whole lot stronger, so hopefully it won't be breaking things again. Just shows you with model ship making you have to be so careful at every stage and have lots and lots of patience. I've discovered that when you're doing a major repair like this, it's quite different to making up a kit from scratch. When you make up a kit, you've got instructions, and I've got no instructions here. You've got plans, and you know exactly where everything is to go. Here, I have to use my common sense, my past experience, and whatever is left from the damage that was taking place. I found the best way is to get the sails ready so that all of the various parts that they need are pre-made, put them on loosely, and do all the lines loosely. What you would normally do is attach your lines here, take them up, bring them down, pass them through and put one of the belaying pins in to hold them in place, get the tension down there. I can't do that because the old pins are so tightly stuck that they're trapped there, and I have to attach to the little stubs of old lines. So I attach them at this end, bring it up, and then I do the tensioning up here where I have much better access. So the whole system is all totally different to how it is if I was doing this as a new kit. Still challenging and still enjoyable. Well, I'm very pleased to say that finally all of the sails are on the Cutty Sark, and all of the rigging is complete. And it has been quite a job, especially to get the sails sitting right and getting the tensioning on all the various lines correct, because as soon as you tighten one up, another one loosens. Boy, this is a test of patience, doing a repair like this. Well, the final part of the build is to put all the various bits and pieces back onto the deck. Some of them were missing and some of them are broken, so there's a bit of repair work involved. The timber on the deck was looking pretty lackluster, so I applied a coat of impasto gel, which is used in oil paintings, and it's given it a lovely luster. Here you can see where the gel hasn't been applied, and then here where it has been applied. It looks so much better. And now all the parts are in place. My grandson printed the capstan there with his 3D printer, put on the ship's boats, had to make a new wheelhouse, which again my grandson helped with, and then pretty much everything was complete. Well, at last, this model of the Cutty Sark is fully restored. I've done the best that I possibly could. It's taken a couple of years. It's been frustrating, it's been challenging, but it's also been very rewarding to go from that mess that it was at the beginning to what you see here before you. The rigging was particularly difficult. And I think now that making a kit or doing a scratch build is a lot easier than fixing up something that is badly damaged. You may know that the actual Cutty Sark is in Greenwich in London, and it had a fire in 2007 and another fire in 2014. So it also has had moments of major restoration. My little restoration here hasn't been anything like as big as those ones, but I must say it's a joy to get it finished, but it has also been a pleasure to restore this model. Now all of the sails are complete. Now I've finished making all of the sails and they're all on their spars. I've now finished making all of the sails and they're on their spars. So we've got 3 jibs at the front, 5 on the foremast, 3 staysails, and we've got 6 sails on the main mast, 2 more staysails, and then 5 at the rear and a mizzen. So let's get on with the rigging. So next step, to put them onto the masts and get the running rigging underway.